Welcome to the Lone Ranger Radio Show. This is Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, and yes, I am the Lone Ranger. Thank you so much for joining me here on this beautiful weekend. Just absolutely love it. We're going to have some great weather. It's a great time to get out and have some fun, spend some time with the family, and maybe you're out thinking about buying a home. Maybe you're thinking about selling a home. So today, here's what we're going to talk about today. So listen, whether you are thinking about buying or selling a home, doesn't really matter. I think you'll find this show interesting, informative, and keep you up to speed on what the housing market's doing. Because at the end of the day, the housing market is a reflection of our economy. When the housing market's not doing as great, then you're probably not making as much money. When it's doing great, everybody's making money. So it could be of interest to you. Also, even though you may not be interested in buying a home or selling a home, maybe you know somebody that is, and I can help them. And I would only hope that you would think about me, Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, the Lone Ranger, if you know somebody that is interested in purchasing a home and might need help with a mortgage. Maybe you're interested in selling a home and you would like me to connect you to one of my top qualified real estate agents. When you get referred to one of my real estate agents that I've worked with and pre-vetted, then they will give you 25% discount off their commission. So if a realtor is getting a 3% commission and helping you find a home, they'll give you 25% of that commission back so you can use it towards closing costs and prepaids. One of the additional programs that I offer here as the Lone Ranger to help more people save money when it comes to buying and selling homes. Here's the top stories today that we're going to discuss. Gen Z buyers and why they are slow to get in the real estate market. We're going to talk about that. How to get your hands on some down payment assistance, hometown heroes, and local down payment assistance programs. There's money out there, but how do you get your hands on it? And what does it take to qualify for one of those programs? So I taught a class on Thursday night. We had a house full of people. We had lots of people on Zoom for that meeting, and a lot of people signed up to be able to learn how they can get their hands on some down payment assistance. We're going to talk about that in this show as well. When buying a home, should I ask for a price reduction when I'm negotiating, or should I ask the seller to pay some closing costs? So we're going to talk a little bit about that. And then number 4, where are rates today, and how can I get a better one than where rates are today? So we're going to discuss that on what it takes for you to get a lower interest rate than what may be prevailing. Because at the end of the day, guys, that's what's keeping you from jumping into the market. You know it. I know it. It's the elephant in the room. We're going to talk about some tricks that you can do, some techniques that we can help you with that'll help you get through that. Then we're going to talk about Biden's new economic policy for first-time home buyers and FHA buyers and how that works. So let's get started today. We got a lot of other topics we're going to weave in here. Let's start off with our Gen Z buyers and why they are slow to get in the market. First of all, 72% of Gen Zs plan to buy a home within the next 6 years, probably right after they master adulting and figuring out how to fold fitted sheets. But I don't know. Here's the thing. In all reality, I know why they're sitting on the sidelines right now, because Gen Zs and a lot of the population is believing what social media is telling them. And what is social media telling them? Hey, you don't really need to buy a home. It's not really the best way to invest your money. So let me tell you why you're being fed that information. First of all, who owns apartment complexes? Big investors and hedge funds. Who's got the money to be able to sway you on social media? Big investors and hedge funds. So they're planting seeds in Gen Z's head. And unfortunately, you guys believe what you hear. It's unbelievable what you believe, but you do. But they are seeing that, hey, I can get an apartment for less than I can buy a home. I got a pool. I got a clubhouse. There's lots of girls and guys around I can meet. There's a gym. I got everything I need. Why do I need to buy? So these apartment complexes are pushing all these amenities, but what happens is you have nothing to show for it. My son falls into that category. I insisted that he buy a home within a year and a half after he got out of college, after he saved enough money from his first job. So my son came up with his own money. I gave him a little bit of money for graduating from college, not much. My kids paid for their own cars. You know, they had to work during school. I mean, I believe me, my kids are, went to public school, and they always had to have a job and a summer job as well. So, but my son bought a home when he was 23. He just turned 26. He now has $175,000 in equity. If you're 26 and you're listening to this right now, do you have $175,000 in equity or in the bank? If the answer is no, then listen carefully. Renting is never the ticket. It's never the right way to go. Never. If you want to get started, call me now at 407-706-3313. Write that number down, 407-706-3313, or start your application now at webringyouhome.com. My team will guide you through the process. Simple, easy, hand-holding. Believe me, we're going to make it so easy. It's easier than applying for the rental property that you are looking at getting. And there's money available to help you. So if you're a Gen Z and you're reluctant to get in the market, I want to tell you that you can do it. It's not that difficult, and my team and I will help you through the process. All right. So a lot of Gen Zs have income concerns. They're not making enough money. Why aren't they making enough money? Because they're paying too much for avocado toast. That's not really true. But here's the thing. They're not making enough money because most Gen Zers voted Democrat for Biden because they think Trump is crazy. And they're not wrong. The problem that is wrong about that is that Biden acts like he does things for the lower income families, for wiping out student loans. That's so he can buy votes. Why isn't your money going further? Because of inflation. And inflation is not going to come down, and interest rates are not going to come down until inflation gets under control. Well, that's in his hands. He's the one that cut off the pipeline. He's the one that lost all kinds of jobs. He's the one where interest rates are up higher. He's the one that's causing you to pay more money in the grocery store. So you liked him. You thought he was more sane, but it costs you money to have a president like that. Believe me, vote Republican. Get that moron out of office, and you will have a better life. We'll all be making more money. Believe me. All right. Your Gen Zers, you might need a cosigner. You might need a little family assistance. So let's get you out of that family home and get you out of renting an apartment, and you can own your own home. Sometimes family will cosign, give you a little bit of money to help you out with down payment. Or we can get you some down payment assistance. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later on in the show. You're having trouble saving because of inflation. Inflation's cutting back. You don't have enough money at the end of the day. So you might have to borrow from a 401k, get a gift from family, or let me help you find some down payment assistance that might work for you. And then they're waiting to buy because they think that things are going to get better. They don't want to pay today's interest rate. So spoiler alert, if I can say it, the perfect time to buy is like waiting for the perfect taco. There's never a bad time. Just buy now. You can refinance later. Listen, you buy a $400,000 house now, rates drop from 7.25% to 5.25%, your payment goes down $300 to $350 a month. That's what you want to do. But that house in 1 year went up $25,000. In 2 years, it went up $50,000. It cost you way more to wait than it did to buy now. Buy now, suffer the higher rate. I'll get you a lower rate when it drops. It will drop. That's another reason to get rid of Biden in there. He doesn't want you to have lower rates. He's trying to slow down the real estate market, and he's doing a great job at it. If you can give him credit for anything, screwing up the country, probably he gets an A+ on that. Border crossings, A+. Fentanyl, he's doing great. Got some great fentanyl. You want fentanyl, you could probably buy it anywhere you want. Thank your president for allowing it to come across the border. He's doing a great job at that. Cost of waiting, buying a median priced home. If you bought one right now, it was $388,000. You put 3% down, you could see 5% increase. By waiting your 6 years that you wanted to wait for rates to drop, it's going to cost you over $107,000. So don't wait for that to happen. Buy now, refi later, get in the market, own a piece of the planet. All right. Before we go on to the next topic, I wanted to give a great promotion to one of my all-time favorite builders, Trinity Family Builders here in Central Florida. Go to webringyouhome.com and you can look at my trusted partners and see all their communities. If you're a real estate agent, if you go out right now to Trinity Family Builders, view their community, give me a report on it, find a buyer, they'll pay your closing costs. I'll get you a great mortgage. And if you're a real estate agent, I will interview you about the process on the air. How about that? Get some free airtime. Southern Homes in Lakeland. Want to buy a home in Lakeland? Great builder, wonderful builder. You will also get your closing costs paid by using Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, the loan arranger. Realtors and clients, go out and visit my friends at Southern Homes. You can go to my website, Trusted Partners at webringyouhome.com, and visit all the communities for Southern Homes. Tell them the loan arranger sent you. All right. By the way, if you're a loan officer out there and you just are struggling to get more business, that's because you're not with the right company. Talk to me about CrossCountry Mortgage. Great benefits, unbelievable interest rates, more programs than any lender in the country. I can make it easy. If you have a branch, you want to switch from being a broker to having no control to being a lender and having full control, I will help you do that. I will interview you. If you meet our requirements and our work ethic and values, then there's an opportunity here. We'll make it easy for you. All right. So now we got just a minute to talk about negotiating a real estate transaction. So first of all, I told you that I have a rebate program. You come to me, I'll connect you with a great real estate agent. That real estate agent will contribute toward your closing costs just by using them. Now, I'm not going to send you to a second-rate realtor. I want the best of the best of the best. Why? Because I need them to negotiate for you. Why? Because I need them to make sure the transaction goes smooth. Why? Because you get better when you hire better. Are you going to ask for a discount cardiologist when you need heart surgery? No, you're going to ask for the best cardiologist. It doesn't matter. You going up against somebody in court, do you want a half-ass lawyer? No, you want the best you can get so you win your case. I'm going to connect you with the best of the best. And as a buyer, you get a great rebate. You want to sell your home? I'll connect you with the best agent in your area. They will give you 25% discount off their listing services as well. Saves you a lot of money, up to $10,000. So when we come back from the next break, I want to talk about negotiating your next real estate transaction. Is it better to reduce the sales price and ask the seller to reduce their price? Or is there something that's going to put more money in your pocket? My name is Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. I'm the loan arranger. I've been helping families for 35 years. I've closed tens of thousands of loan transactions, and I'm going strong helping families just like yours negotiate the process. We're a full-fledged lender. We're the #1 lender in the country, and yet you get personal service from the loan arranger. Call me now at 407 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Or go to my website at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Lone Ranger Radio Show. We're going to talk about investors. We're going to talk about how to negotiate your next contract. And we're going to talk a little bit more about how you can buy a home and get the very most out of it. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere.